Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book. Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her, you know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you. Hello, Mrs. Shepard.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepard,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital.
Such a long
The food isn't very good,
cutscene.
you know.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepard, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepard. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
Mrs. Shepard, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepard. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Terrible things you're telling me. He never came to see me, can you believe it? In 10 years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
So annoying.
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs, too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max? All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dog's Max. It's funny, isn't it?
Come on.
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son, my little Johnny.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them, always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
So get the flour from the hall and bring it back, put it in there. Look at the way Madison walks. You hate to watch her leave. Well, no, you love to watch her leave, right? Hate to see her go, but you love to watch her leave. That's it. That should do the job.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave. I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Knows who it is? She knows who it is?
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the vial or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
Don't need it. I've done all 4 other trials. That should be enough.
I'll find you, Sean. I'll figure out a way, and I'll come and get you, son. I'm nowhere, and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address! Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this! Several different addresses fit these letters. God, they're scattered all over the city. I don't have time to check them all. I may only have time for one address. If Sean's not there, I'm done. It's a crapshoot.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole!
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
Fucking straight up overdose.
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you-know-what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it. Gold watch. I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere. The watch they give
What's
for
buzzing
promotions
there?
to lieutenant. The killer is a cop. The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer. The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history. Impounded in a police case 5 years ago, the gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop.
No data for geoanalysis.
2 receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home. Ugh, that doesn't get us anywhere.
Well,
The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely. Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars. A cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha. He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Are you sure it's the right car? At the docks. Call the SWAT team. Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
No nerd achievement, man. Oh, I got it. Let's go. I spoke too soon.
Turn on, John. I'll get help. Just turn on. Go on, hurry. I think the water's rising. I'm hurrying. I'll be right back. John, he found your butt.
Ah,
He's
get out of
dying.
here, you little pet. Leave me
You got to
alone.
come, Dad. Come on, John's gonna die. John's gonna
Well,
die.
that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it? Go away.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die. John's gonna
What did
die,
I tell
Dad.
ya? Crap!
Please, please, Dad. You've got to save John. I tried, John. I really tried. But he wouldn't come. Please don't die, John. Please. Don't forget about me, Scotty.
Ooh, big Scotty. Big Scotty, up to no good. Wait, how does that work? Even if he's... Wouldn't the current push him? I mean, even if he's trapped, I guess he would be stuck. Oh, Scotty up to no good. So now we all know Scotty is the origami killer. That was a phone from the other mother that tried to kill herself. With little baby Emily. Gotta fuck that up. This one blows my mind because at what point during that mission could he have done that? We were basically in control of him the whole time. He definitely didn't have enough time to do that. Even when Lauren was looking at the doll in the box, whatever dancing box, that was for what? A split second. So to me that part doesn't really make any sense, but it is what it is. Oh, I hate this one. I just hate trying to unlock the door here because of the controller issue. Wait, is it this? Yes, that. Never mind. Well, I got it first time.
Once you touch, girl.
I remember doing that in my first playthrough a couple of years back, but that took forever. I just couldn't get the tilt on the controls to work properly.
The origami killer's apartment. There must be something that'll tell me where Sean Mars is. That's where the smell of burning comes from. Evidence going up in smoke. A cop's uniform. Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop. Sean Mars. Oh, the lunatic's been watching him drown. But it's some kind of a well filling up with... This is where he cultivated the orchids that he left on the chest of his victims. Shit, it needs a password. How does this twisted fuck's mind work? Gotta be something related to his childhood. What did he call those paper dogs when he was a kid?
Max.
Got it. Max. The name John gave to his paper dogs when he was a child. What the hell is that? An address. It's gotta be where Sean Mars is. Hurry. There's no time to lose.
So you found my little secret?
It's over, Scott. All those children killed just to find a father capable of saving his son?
Shut up! You don't understand.
There's one child left. There might still be time to save him. Let him go. Do what your father couldn't do.
Get in there.
What point does she have to die? I know it's here, but can I jump off out of the window? Okay, I can't jump out the window. I also died of fire. But I feel like dying of fire is gonna take so long. Ah, shit. I think the easy way is to jump out the window.
It's way too high. I'll kill myself if I jump. I gotta find something else.
Okay, we're getting to the end. Not sure if I did this right, but we'll find out. It's so weird doing this, like doing a second playthrough and recording your second playthrough. It's really odd. I really don't know why I decided to do this, but it is what it is.
Sean! Sean! Sean!
Jason! Jason!
I've been looking for a long time, Ethan. Looking for a father that would be able to do what mine could not do. Sacrifice himself in order to save his son. Oh, I searched. And then I remembered you.
He was there.
All those murders, just to find a father capable of saving his son.
Just to find a father? Do you have any idea how it feels to be a worthless nothing in your father's eyes? Believe me, I've suffered just as much as my victims.
I finished your damn trial. Now give me back my son!
He's there. All you have to do is open that grave.
Go on, Norman. Grab that, pry it open. Get out. And I can't do anything here now. And hopefully if I did everything right, I'll get the achievement. I feel so stupid doing this, but I have to. I'm not even moving. Norman! No! No! Tommy, look away, bro.
Don't have me,
This
son,
is
please.
spoilers alert.
Breathe. You gotta breathe. Don't leave me. Sean,
Just as you enter the stream.
don't leave me.
Big Surge.
Oh, Sean. Oh. I thought you were gone.
Dad, I knew you'd come and save me.
And everyone else is dead. Norman, Madison, Lauren, all gone. All gonskis. Perfect
There was
crime, I
general
got
relief
it.
this
Let's
morning when
go.
the police announced that they had found Sean Mars alive more than 4 days after his disappearance. Mars had been imprisoned in a well by the man known as the Origami Killer. The successful resolution of this case was made possible only by the bravery of Ethan Mars, who the police believed at one point to be the killer. It is no doubt due to his great courage and tenacity that he succeeded in foiling the plans of the Origami
Wait, the
Killer.
weird thing is,
The police commissioner presented
so who do
with
they
an
think is the
official
killer
apology
now in this
today.
scenario?
Our main headline today. It is reported that the police have
Police have
identified the man
thought
thought
to be the killer.
Origami Killer. Scott Shelby,
Yeah, okay, but
48,
how did they come
is a
to that
former
conclusion?
police lieutenant who claimed to be a private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims.
In this scenario, how did they come
Despite
to that
a citywide
conclusion? Because
manhunt, Shelby
the only
has not yet
people that
been
knew he was the
apprehended.
killer
Police are
died.
now mounting a nationwide
Hence why I got the
operation
perfect
in an
crime
effort to arrest
achievement.
him. In a related tragedy, it was learned that the investigation has cost the life of Madison Page, a young reporter covering
Oh, maybe
the
she
Origami
got
Killer
it out in
story.
time?
Unfortunately, the investigation has cost the life of Norman Jayden, the FBI profiler working on the case. Jaden
was killed while trying to arrest the origami
killer in circumstances that
They remain
remain
unclear.
A full police investigation is pending.
Yeah, Norman died like right before you came in. I just couldn't do anything. Like, well, I could save him, but he had to die for that achievement. Him and Madison had to die for the achievement.
Is this where we're gonna live now?
Only if you really, really want
The other guy,
Or
Kramer, had to
keep on
die for the
looking till you find
achievement,
something
which
you
is
like.
fine. Doesn't really matter. And then the other one was store clerk, which doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter where we live, as long as we're together.
I will never let
But-
anyone or anything separate us again. We're
I
stuck
can
with each
easily
other,
show
you
the
know,
other endings, bro.
like glue.
Wait,
Can I
which
choose what
detective?
my room is?
Sure thing, champ.
Oh, the fat guy? No, I'll show you in a sec. Because I can redo this. I can do this.
Alright, then I think we can stay.
I can redo the last 2 missions very easily. Which, like, tells you what everything is. This might actually give it away, to be fair. Unless it goes through the credits.
Journalist Madison Page was laid to rest in Charity Cross
Like, all these
Cemetery
stories
today.
might give it away.
Her heroic death while investigating the disappearance of Sean Mars has made a lasting impression on the whole country. Colleagues from the press are united in paying tribute to this courageous journalist who sacrificed
She
her
was
life in the search for truth. I'm
27.
Brittany Sanders for ICN.
Okay, Brittany, it's a wrap.
Great. Let's get out of here. All this hokey clapcaps made me hungry.
This is cool because I've never seen those. I've never seen these endings. At this
He's
part, he
being
might
buried
give it
in
away.
2 days in some godforsaken hole in the back end of beyond near Washington. I have to attend as a matter of protocol.
I'll pass. Jane and I didn't see eye to eye on much.
No problem. I understand.
Hey, sir, I still have his glasses. What should I do with them?
Well, we won't be needing them again. Do whatever you want with them.
I wouldn't do it, bro. I wouldn't do it. You're gonna be trapped in them. Lucky. Oh no, it begins. What's on the glasses? So the glasses are very dangerous. So once you start using them, no, he hasn't seen them through before. So once you start using them, you become addicted and it fucks with you. It's like literally a drug. That's sick. That's fucking dope as. That's everything, right? That was Norman, yeah. So Norman was in the AI world.